Hi yogis, welcome to today's yoga class. Tony here. Take a comfortable seated position and take a moment to arrive on the mat. Open your eyes and come to the front of the mat. We shall start with warming up the body. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, look up, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank Chaturanga. Knee, chest, chin to the floor. Look up, inhale, cobra. Exhale, plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the front, followed by the left leg. Forward fold. Inhale, look up, left leg back, followed by the right leg. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank and chin, chest, knees to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg to the front. Exhale, join with the right leg. Inhale, look up, raise your arms. Slide backward bend. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Inhale, raise your arms, back bend. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, followed by the left one. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the front, followed by the left. Uttanasana. Left leg back, followed by the right leg. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, look up, cobra. Exhale, push up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the front, followed by the right leg as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise your arms, slide back bend. Exhale, hands in front of the chest in Namaste. Repeat one more time in your own rhythm. And we shall meet at the front of the mat. Exhale, hands in front of the chest in Namaste. Raise your shoulders, roll your shoulders up and backwards. Inhale, raise your arms, slide back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. and jump to the back in downward facing dog. Walk the feet, walk the dog in order to stretch the hamstring. Inhale, raise your right leg, close the hips. The body and the leg is one straight line. Press your hands into the floor. Now exhale, open the right hip. See if you can see your foot underneath your left shoulder. Exhale, bring the right leg back and raise your left leg. Open the hip and look underneath your right shoulder for the left leg. Try to square the shoulders. Only the hip open. Exhale, bring your left leg to the mat. Roll forward in plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend your knees and come in downward facing dog. Work in your own rhythm to open up the body. Inhale, raise your right leg and bring it to the front in low lunge. Raise your arms and stay here, the left knees onto the floor. Now engage your core, your legs, and take the left knee off the floor. Open your arms and legs in Vasishtasana, in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Your left foot is 45 degrees to the mat. Roll your shoulders and interlace your fingers behind the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the body forward at the inner side of the right leg. If your fingers cannot touch, take a strap and use it as support. Try to straighten up the spine and bring the head down to the floor. It takes a lot of power and strength in the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Engage the glutes. Exhale, open up the chest and bring the right hand behind your back. Let's come into plank and downward facing dog. Inhale, right, let's rinse with a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, roll up like a wave. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Repeat one more time. The shoulders are on top of your wrists as you look up in upward facing dog. There should be no strain in the lower back. You can rock back and forward ever so slightly. Inhale, tighten up your core, lift up the left leg and place it between the hands. Rise in low lunge. Now inhale, engage all your core and your legs and take the knee off the floor, the right knee off the floor. Stay here and focus on the breath. Pull the shoulders down and back. Exhale, open up the arms in Warrior 2. The left thigh is almost parallel to the floor. Look at the middle finger of your left hand Now bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Inhale, exhale, bring your body forward. Engage your legs, engage the quads, especially for the left leg. And try to bring the head to the floor. A wonderful hip opener here, but also stretch for the neck and the shoulder area. As you inhale, come up, open up the arms in Virabhadrasana 2, and as you inhale, open the arms in Peaceful Warrior. Open up the chest and again sink down, let the hips sink closer to the floor. And open up the chest, bring the left hand to the right leg. Exhale. Engage your core as you lift the left leg back. Well done, yogis. Very well done. Stay here for a moment to concentrate on your breath. Inhale, roll forward into upward facing dog, into floating upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rinse the spine a few more times. Inhale, floating upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg, and let's do a few, and bring the right leg to the left side. Inhale, exhale to the left. Let's train the core strong. 6 more, 10 on each side. The arms are straight. The right leg is in the air. Stretch as much as you can. If you cannot stretch the leg, just keep it wherever you can, where you do not compromise the strength of the core. Exhale. Let's fire up our third chakra for strength and power. We are all powerful beings, but sometimes we need additional fire, additional strength, and those type of exercises do exactly this. Let's repeat on the left side. One more, yogis. Half time. 5 more. Work with the breath. Exhale, stretch. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the leg. Inhale. 2 more. And the last one. Well done, yogis. Oh, 1 more for good measure. Well done, yogis. Let's rinse with another vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And bring the knees to the floor. Time to rest in child's pose. Well done, everyone. Catch your breath. Concentrate on the breathing. The toes are touching. The arms can be stretched out to the front of the mat or placed loosely next to your body. With the next inhalation, slowly come up and adjust. Go into downward facing dog. Again, raise your right leg. A few more core exercises today for the fire within us. Inhale, stretch out the right leg and bring the knee to your nose. 4. 5 Yogis. Exhale. Strong core, strong legs and arms. We're working on the whole body here. And one last time. Well done. Let's repeat on the other side. Catch your breath first. Inhale, raise your left leg and bring it to your nose. 2, 3. Work with the breath. Inhale, stretch the leg upwards. Exhale, crunch. We're working not only on the strength here, but also on the flexibility of the body. 5 is a key element of our existence and so important, as we need fire and strength to go through, to push through challenges and to achieve our goals. Exhale. Release. Let's open up the chest and release the shoulders here. Your hips are on top of your knees, but also or slightly off for an easier opening of the chest. You can either place, you don't have to bring the chest to the floor if you're not as flexible as shown here. You can just stretch out the arms and bring the forehead to the floor, or even support the forehead with a block. Well done, yogis. If you want to increase the stretch, walk your hands towards each other. The fingers can be touching. Inhale and slowly release. Come up. And let's just roll the spine back and forth. We're really putting lots of emphasis on the spine as it helps us rejuvenate the nervous system, and as a result it's much easier for us to our brain can function so much better. All these exercises are as a brain tonic. Let's come into Chaturanga, and again a few more heart opening exercises. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, bring your hips down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Strong core as you come down. Stay here for a moment. You can support the head with your right hand. And slowly come into Vasishtasana. Open up the side body. If your wrists are hurting, you can place the left knee onto the floor. Now come back into downward facing dog, and we shall repeat on the other side. Rinse with the vinyasa in between. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, look up to the sky, open up the chest, push through with the chest. And come into plank. Raise your left leg and bring it at the outer side. At the left side, open up. Inhale, open up the whole body. Exhale, bring the hips down. Inhale up. We're working on shoulder strength here and on core strength. Shoulders are super important, as I'd like to do a few videos where we'll be doing lots of shoulder work, and shoulders are very important for strength for quite a few asanas, for most of the asanas. See if you can bring your left hand to the floor. Open at the chest, look up, support your head if it feels good. Now engage your core, engage your right leg, and see if you can raise your left leg up. And yes, sometimes we lose our balance, but it's all about how quickly we pick ourselves up. Exhale. Come back into downward facing dog. And again, let's rinse, look up, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up in upward facing dog. Now let's stay here and come, untuck your toes and come onto the belly. Engage your core, engage your glutes, and bring your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers or use a strap. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Place your heads as a cushion underneath the forehead and take a moment here. All these back bends can sometimes be a bit scary as we open the heart. Let's repeat one more time. Engage the core, push the sternum onto the floor. Inhale, look up and raise your legs. Strong core, strong legs. 2 more breaths, yogis. It's really important that we stay at least 3 long breaths in each position in order to make a difference in the body. Push through the core, through the knees, and come into Child's Pose. One more back bend, super yogis. Camel Pose. Your knees are hip distance apart, and you can either tuck the toes. Now bring your arms on at the lower back and push the hip forward. Inhale, imagine how the body, how the air, how the prana comes up to your head. Exhale, down. A very slight back bend here, just to warm up the lower back first. We're working on the flexibility of the lower back, which is not an area. The area is not very yielding. We have to be really, really careful. Go just a millimeter further every time you back bend, but your hands are there to support you and to guide you as to how low you'd like to go. Inhale, we open up again. Exhale to the front. See if you can bring the head as back as possible. And next, come to Child's Pose. Let the lower back take a break. Inhale, come up. Make sure the knees are as wide as the hips. Place the hands onto the lower back. Now your spine should be one straight line with your legs. Slowly inhale and really your goal is to remain as straight as possible and only ever so slowly curl back. If you can reach your heels with your hands, you can also untuck the toes. Camel Pose is a wonderful, wonderful pose for cultivating the qualities of strength, perseverance and endurance in all of us. And again, come into Child's Pose. The knees can be wider apart or the knees can be together. See what's most comfortable for you and for the lower back. Right now my knees are together, toes are touching. Relax your shoulders. Your head is resting onto the forehead. Breathe. Relish that moment. Allow for the body to integrate what we just did. Let's do just one counter pose, the rabbit pose. Your head remains where it is, and if you can, grab your heels with your hands and push your hips forward. And release one more time in Child's Pose. Inhale, look up. Come up. And we shall do one more counter pose to all the back bending. Legs are straight in front of you. Inhale, raise your spine, straighten up the spine. Exhale, bring your body forward. Your forearms can be touching the floor or maybe only your palms. Do not strain the back. Make sure that the back is straight and you're not rounding up. The head should come last to the shins. Inhale, look up and bring the body up. The upper body up. And let's lie down onto the mat. Well done, everyone. You made it. Shavasana, the ultimate yogic pose. If you can, I'd really advise you to stay longer here, at least 5 or 10 minutes, and allow for the body to integrate the practice through stillness. Hopefully you are able to go through this class in a meditative state and we're able to cultivate a sense of calmness. But in order to integrate what just happened, it's really important that we remain still. Something which has become really challenging for many of us. And whenever you're ready, rock your head to the left and to the right. Massage your neck. Place your thumbs at the bottom of the skull and massage the bottom of the head. This is where this area is where a lot of tension can actually happen. Now come into cross-legged position and bring the hands in. Namaste. Thank you ever so much for allowing me to take you through this yoga class. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates, more classes. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a beautiful day.